My name's Daniel Poulter. I work for BT Global Services, and within that division we have an application management portfolio which I look after, which helps customers get visibility and control of their application performance management environment, and it helps them in three ways: removing inefficiencies, reducing cost and reducing complexity.
My role in Northgate is client services manager. So I basically deliver service to a set of clients, but ultimately I'm responsible for driving the quality and bringing innovation to those contracts and to the clients.
My name is Josh Personius, and I work for Sun Microsystems. Currently, I am on a project within Sun Microsystems that's helping to adopt the best of the ITIL best practices at this point. We started out in the vision of ITIL version 2, and since then we have migrated and adopted ITIL version 3, and more specifically the Service Knowledge Management System, or SKMS.
We chose Compuware VANTAGE to underpin our application management portfolio because they are the market leader in business service management, end user experience and application performance monitoring. Within the application management portfolio, we selected Compuware VANTAGE to underpin a key part of our portfolio. It helps our customers in three ways. They're being driven by consolidation to realise the benefits of IT and network consolidation, convergence of voice and data, and also the extension of operations both physically in terms of globalisation as well as moving on to new channels such as online and new media.
Some of the key reasons that we also went with Vantage was primarily for the return on investment. We looked at the overall cost of going in the different approaches. One of the things that we saw right away was that the ROI would probably be a lot faster, and speed was part of it because we wanted to be aggressive in this in an innovative way. Vantage definitely helped us see that we could probably mend a lot of this data together within the existing fabric of what we have right now. The time to implementation was another big concern. We didn't want to make this a long-term project where we were waiting years for the results. We wanted to see if we could start to obtain results right away. This is where Vantage was a very big help in the sense of tying these data sources together and making it meaningful, and also making these data sources aware of each other. This was one of the bigger problems, is the awareness of data and the ability to bring them together to create yet another level of knowledge layers that never existed before within our infrastructure.
In the area of convergence, we've recently helped a large manufacturer who has recently implemented a new version of SAP. This new version of the software introduces unified communications and convergence features, and by monitoring and auditing the software we've been able to de-risk that convergence rollout. We've actually been able to improve response rates, end-user response rates for SAP. Response rates have improved by using the Vantage suite by 43%.
With using Vantage to monitor end-user experience for the booking service, we've been able to realise significant performance improvements, and ultimately that means improved financial benefit for ourselves. For the actual staff taking the calls, we've been able to reduce the number of call handlers by 25%. From an IT perspective, we've been able to reduce the resource required to deliver the service by 30%, and over the last year we've reduced the service penalties by 100%.
One of the biggest benefits that we could quantify right now by using the Vantage's reporting engine is that things that would take us weeks to understand will now take mere seconds. Specifically, if we look at networking, we really would have to rely on our third-party vendors to provide this information to us. Now we have a way to look at this data instantly to see how things are performing for weeks, even months.
In the area of globalisation and extending business operations, we've recently worked with a large retailer who have invested significantly in an online presence. Leading up to Christmas, which is a busy shopping period, they had a significant outage of their online shopping operation. They were losing 50,000 orders a week and losing something like £1 million sterling every day because of the outage. In total, the outage is expected to cost them £5 million, and that is likely to increase to 15 million as customers have moved to other competitors. So that really illustrates the effect of downtime. Since that experience, the customer has now come to BT for a managed service based on Vantage, to provide them end-user experience and online web monitoring of their online process.
I think the unified approach that Vantage 11 is heading towards right now is definitely a competitive approach in the sense that they're going to be providing something that the industry really doesn't have yet. I think it'll be really an interesting thing to see the business intelligence pieces behind this. They're going to help make these comprehensive decisions and help to guide the users of the product in making the right decisions and where they need to be focused at. As you look at maybe the business calendaring aspect of this, it's going to be interesting because it'll help bring to fruition where the focus needs to go. Essentially, if we're doing follow the sun and there's an outage, we would like to understand where our greatest impact is going to be. Is it going to be on the other side of the globe? And maybe where is the service housed, and where does that have an impact on these people across the globe? This type of analytics and intelligence behind it, I think, will be very beneficial and help to faster resolution.
Vantage 11, specifically for me, is going to reduce my workload with the reporting, the monthly reporting facility for our clients and for management, by bringing together the business service management, application performance and end user experience into one unified model, and by allowing us to weight elements of the service automatically. Vantage 11 should bring a massive improvement. I would estimate bringing down 4 or 5 days work a month down to maybe a couple of days.
Vantage 11 is a significant development, and Compuware are leading the way in unifying application performance monitoring with end-user experience monitoring and business service management. The customers that we speak to, IT directors, CIOs, are being driven towards Six Sigma and ITIL standards, and as a result that in turn drives the need for a unified approach. So bringing these things together under Vantage 11, we see a significant demand going forward.